This is a golden retriever famous far and wide for being an absolute little hoarder. His name is Gigi. The whole village will hide from him the second they see him heading out. Because Gigi never, ever comes home empty-handed. He knows better than anyone where all the good stuff is in every household. When he saw the pumpkins on Uncle Wang's next door had ripened, he trotted right over and carried one home in his mouth. When he saw the shopkeeper at the village entrance had restocked a large number of bananas, he helped himself to a whole bunch and brought it back without hesitation. Even when Uncle Sun left his sheep grazing in the field, Gigi spent the whole morning keeping watch over them. The second Uncle Sun went home for lunch, Gigi marched the leaf sheep right back to his house. When his owner found out, he flew into a rage. You might be over the moon with these stunts, kid, but I'm the one who has to take every single thing back where it came from. So he gave Gigi a good talking to, told him to stop snatching things from other people's houses from now on. Gigi nodded his head as if he understood every word. But only 2 days later, Gigi came up with a brand new trick. If his owner wouldn't let him snatch things from others, Gigi simply started asking for them openly and honestly. When he saw Uncle Lu picking muskmelons in the field, Gigi grabbed a basket straight in his mouth, lay down right beside Uncle Lu, and stared up at him with those big bleeding eyes. Uncle Lu felt embarrassed under Gigi's gaze, and ended up giving Gigi a few muskmelons. When he saw Aunt Lee picking green beans in the field, Gigi sprinted right over and found on her to butter her up. When he saw Aunt Wang next door coming home with fresh pomelos, Gigi planted himself right in her doorway and stared at her pleadingly. After getting the pomelo, Gigi trotted home happily with his tail wagging like crazy. But then he caught a whiff of the aroma from a village banquet nearby. So he grabbed a small bowl in his mouth and headed straight for it. The owner's sister-in-law came to stay at the house for a few days. When she was leaving, she planned to go home wearing the owner's clothes. No one expected Gigi to grab her clothes and refuse to let her leave. Only after the sister-in-law took off the clothes did Gigi let her go. And that's not all. Once, the uncle next door wanted to borrow the owner's electric bike to go out. Gigi laid himself flat in the doorway and wouldn't let him pass. The uncle negotiated with Gigi for more than 10 minutes, but Gigi refused to budge the whole time. It wasn't until the uncle gave Gigi some cash that Gigi finally stood up. But he was still worried that the uncle wouldn't return the bike, so he insisted on going along with him. What shocked me the most was when Gigi saw the kids get red envelopes for wishing Grandpa happy birthday. He followed their example and bought to wish Grandpa happy birthday. I was absolutely blown away by this little guy. But if there's one thing that makes Gigi the happiest, it's staying with Grandma every single day. Every time Grandma goes out, Gigi will wait obediently at the crossroads for her. When he sees Grandma coming back with things in her hands, he will run right over to help her carry them. When he sees Grandma working in the fields, Gigi will go over to help her too. It turned out that Gigi had a serious illness when he was a puppy. His owner took him to dozens of hospitals far and wide, but none of them could cure him. It was Grandma who braved the bitter cold every morning to trek into the mountains to dig up medicinal herbs, then came back to treat Gigi with folk remedies. Thanks to Grandma's unwavering persistence, Gigi's illness slowly got better. The thoughtful and sensible Gigi has never forgotten everything Grandma did for him. That's why he helps Grandma every day.